We're doing a benefits breakdown on one of the most important benefits for a physician, your malpractice insurance and tail coverage.
Okay, we're looking at the benefit of malpractice insurance coverage for an OB/GYN physician. And one of the biggest questions for every physician is, do I have tail coverage post-termination? And so let's look at the language. The very first paragraph here talks about a claims-made policy being provided. Claims-made policies require somebody to pay for tail post-termination. So we jump down to the next paragraph. It says the employer is going to provide the physician with an extended reporting endorsement. That's the equivalent of tail, just a different name for it. So a lot of physicians, I think, would stop there and say, hey, great, it's being provided to me. If you read a little bit further, though, it says that the cost of that is going to be charged as an expense to the clinic. Again, I think language intentionally being used to make the physician think that they have coverage. However, when you look at the compensation section of this contract, it says that all expenses of the clinic have to come out of the physician's compensation. So the employer is using language here to mislead the physician to thinking that they have tail coverage when they actually don't, except in a couple situations down here. If the physician dies, becomes disabled, retires after the age of 55, or has been there for 5 years or more, those things are great. However, I think this first half of the paragraph is written very poorly, will confuse a lot of physicians. And if you miss this in a contract, it's going to cost you as a physician, at least for an OB/GYN physician, potentially $100,000 in tail coverage that you're going to have to pick up later.
The takeaway is that employers are not always clear with the responsibilities around tail. Sometimes the language is intentionally misleading, like the contract we just looked at. Please make sure you understand this provision. Get help if you need to. This is worth potentially $100,000 or more for some specialties.